The massive research vessel Celestial Horizon drifted silently through the obsidian darkness of deep space, its sleek titanium hull reflecting distant starlight. Inside the medical research wing, Yoon-hee adjusted her neural-linked diagnostic scanner, her fingers dancing across holographic displays that flickered with complex alien biological data. A sudden alarm pierced the quiet hum of the spacecraft systems. Emergency medical protocols activated, casting soft blue emergency lights across the sterile white corridor. 3 robotic medical assistants, each resembling precise mechanical spiders with delicate manipulation arms, rushed towards the incoming critical patient zone. The airlock hissed open, revealing a critically wounded alien being. Bayrin's species looked remarkably humanoid, with iridescent skin that shifted colors like living crystal, indicating extreme physiological stress. Multiple plasma weapon wounds covered her body, each burn revealing intricate biological damage. That human medical technology had never encountered. Yoon-hee's training kicked in. She'd spent years studying xenobiology, but nothing prepared her for this moment. The alien's breathing was labored, her crystalline skin flickering between deep azure and pale silver, a sign of imminent systemic collapse. Standard medical nanobots failed immediately upon contact with Bayrin's complex cellular structure. Traditional human medical interventions produced 0 results. The robotic assistants calculated survival probability at less than 3.2%, their mechanical voices emotionlessly reporting the grim statistics. But Yoon-hee wasn't ready to accept defeat. Her hands, surprisingly warm and gentle, reached towards the wounded alien. Something inexplicable happened the moment her skin made contact. A subtle electromagnetic pulse radiated from her fingertips, causing the robotic assistants to momentarily malfunction and the surrounding medical equipment to pulse with unexpected energy. Bayrin's wounded body began responding in ways no scientific model could predict. Her crystalline skin started regenerating, microscopic cellular structures realigning with incredible speed. What should have taken months of intensive treatment was happening in mere seconds. The spacecraft's chief medical AI, a quantum-processed intelligence named Aria, began rapid computational analysis. Billions of calculations processed per microsecond, trying to understand the impossible healing mechanism happening before its sensory arrays. Yoon-hee remained calm, her touch steady and purposeful. She'd always been different. Her research colleagues often joked about her magical healing hands during xenobiological conferences. But this was beyond anything she'd imagined. Surrounding the medical bay, advanced holographic displays showed real-time cellular reconstruction. Damaged tissue rebuilt itself, plasma weapon wounds sealed without scarring, and Bayrin's vital signs stabilized from critical to stable in under 3 minutes. The robotic medical assistants recorded everything, their precision cameras capturing every microscopic detail. Aria's quantum processors worked overtime, generating multiple hypothesis scenarios to explain the unprecedented healing process. Outside the medical bay's reinforced windows, distant alien spacecraft patrolled the research sector. Some belonged to peaceful research confederations, while others represented more militaristic star systems. The Celestial Horizon maintained a neutral scientific presence, dedicated to understanding universal biological mysteries. Bayrin's eyes slowly opened. Unlike human eyes, hers were multifaceted, reflecting light like perfect geometric prisms. She looked directly at Yoon-hee, a mixture of confusion, gratitude, and something deeper, a connection that transcended typical biological interactions. "What happened?" Bayrin's voice emerged as a melodic harmonic frequency, translated perfectly by the spacecraft's advanced communication systems. Yoon-hee smiled, her hand still resting gently on the alien's arm. "You're safe now." Something extraordinary just occurred. The medical bay hummed with potential, each second promising revelations that could revolutionize interstellar medical understanding. Yoon-hee knew this was just the beginning of a journey that would change everything. Somewhere in the vast cosmic darkness, something magnificent was unfolding, a story of healing, connection, and the incredible potential hidden within a simple touch. End of Part 1. The research station buzzed with an electric atmosphere of anticipation. Yoon-hee found herself at the center of an unprecedented scientific investigation. Advanced holographic screens surrounded her, displaying complex biological data that seemed to defy every known medical principle in the universe. Dr. Park Jin-woo, the station's lead researcher, examined the initial test results with growing excitement. His augmented reality glasses projected intricate molecular structures that danced and shifted as he manipulated the data with precise hand movements. "This is beyond anything we've ever seen," he muttered, his voice a mix of professional curiosity and barely contained wonder. Bei-rin underwent a series of exhaustive tests. Quantum scanners probed her cellular structure, revealing layers of biological complexity that made human DNA look like a simple children's drawing. The alien's body seemed to have an extraordinary ability to communicate with Yoon-hee's cellular structure through some unknown bioelectromagnetic frequency. The research station's central laboratory looked like something between a medical facility and a futuristic spacecraft command center. Robotic assistants moved with precision, collecting samples and running simultaneous tests. Each robot was a marvel of engineering, sleek silver machines with multiple manipulation arms that could perform microscopic procedures with superhuman accuracy. ARIA, the station's advanced artificial intelligence, began analyzing the data. Quantum processors worked overtime, generating millions of hypothetical scenarios to explain the mysterious healing phenomenon. The AI's holographic interface flickered with complex mathematical equations and biological models. Fascinating. ARIA's neutral voice echoed through the laboratory. The cellular regeneration process appears to be triggered by a unique bioresonance between the human subject and the alien patient. Yoon-hee watched as microscopic recordings showed her cells creating what seemed like impossible bridges with Bei-rin's biological structure. It was as if her touch spoke a language of healing that transcended traditional medical understanding. Outside the laboratory's reinforced windows, the vastness of space stretched endlessly. Distant alien spacecraft moved like silent shadows, their advanced propulsion systems leaving momentary traces of quantum energy against the black canvas of the universe. The station's communication systems suddenly crackled to life. Diplomatic channels from multiple star systems began requesting information about the mysterious healing event. Some expressed scientific curiosity, while others hinted at more complex political motivations. Dr. Park explained the initial findings to a conference of interstellar researchers. Holographic projections showed the intricate dance of cellular regeneration, with Yoon-hee's touch acting like a catalyst that unleashed unprecedented healing potential. "We're looking at a fundamental reimagining of medical science," he announced, his voice filled with controlled excitement. "This isn't just a medical breakthrough, it's a potential bridge between different biological systems." Bei-rin remained under observation, her crystalline skin occasionally shifting colors, a biological response that researchers were still struggling to understand. She seemed calm, almost meditative, as if aware of the profound scientific discovery unfolding around her. The station's recreation area became an unexpected hub of speculation. Researchers from various star systems gathered, discussing the potential implications. Holographic displays showed simulation after simulation, each one revealing new layers of the mysterious healing process. Robotic research assistants worked tirelessly, collecting data, running tests, and creating complex models. Their precision was matched only by their seemingly endless capacity for investigation. Each robot was a marvel of engineering, representing the pinnacle of technological achievement. Yoon-hee found herself at the center of something much larger than herself. Her simple touch had unlocked a mystery that could potentially change medical understanding across multiple civilizations. The weight of this possibility was both exciting and overwhelming. As the station continued its investigation, something became increasingly clear. This was more than just a medical discovery. It was the beginning of a journey that could reshape how different species understood healing, connection, and the fundamental nature of biological interaction. The universe seemed to hold its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. End of part 2. The news spread like a quantum pulse through multiple star systems. Diplomatic channels crackled with tension, holographic communication arrays lighting up with urgent discussions from countless alien civilizations. Bay Rin's home planet, the crystal world of Kairos 9, responded first. Their High Council, a gathering of ethereal beings composed of living energy, convened an emergency session. Massive crystalline communication towers projected their collective consciousness across light years, discussing the potential threat to their genetic preservation. A human's touch threatens our entire biological legacy, proclaimed Elder Rantok, his energy form flickering with deep crimson intensity. We cannot allow external genetic contamination. The research station, Celestial Horizon, became the most monitored location in known space. Quantum surveillance drones from multiple civilizations orbited the station, each capturing every microscopic detail of the ongoing research. Yun-Hee found herself under unprecedented scrutiny. Intelligence agencies from various star systems began comprehensive background investigations. Her family history, genetic profile, and every academic record became subjects of intense analysis. Dr. Park Jin-woo acted as a diplomatic buffer, understanding the complex political landscape. He organized carefully managed press conferences, using advanced holographic projections to explain the scientific discoveries while managing potential cultural misunderstandings. The station's security systems increased dramatically. Quantum encrypted force fields surrounded the research areas, preventing unauthorized access. Robotic defense mechanisms activated, their weapon systems primed but concealed, a subtle reminder of potential conflict. Bay Rin experienced her own internal conflict. Her species had strict genetic preservation protocols that viewed external biological interactions as potential contamination. Yet, she felt an inexplicable connection to Yun-Hee that challenged everything she understood about her own cultural boundaries. Interstellar news networks broadcast continuous coverage. Holographic news anchors from different civilizations analyzed every available detail, their translations shifting through multiple linguistic algorithms to capture the nuanced story. Some alien civilizations saw the discovery as a potential medical breakthrough. Advanced Medical Research Confederations sent diplomatic missions, requesting comprehensive data about the healing interaction. Their sophisticated research vessels, massive structures that looked like living mathematical equations, began converging near the research station. Other civilizations viewed the discovery with suspicion. Military command centers across different star systems began strategic discussions, analyzing potential biological warfare implications of such healing capabilities. The quantum communication networks buzzed with speculation. Social platforms across multiple civilizations shared theories, conspiracy discussions, and complex philosophical debates about biological interaction and genetic boundaries. Robotic diplomatic assistants worked overtime, managing the complex communication networks. These sophisticated machines, combining artificial intelligence with advanced emotional intelligence algorithms, helped navigate the delicate political landscape. Yun-Hee remained surprisingly calm amid the chaos. Her research background and natural composure became a stabilizing factor. She continued her scientific investigations, seemingly unaffected by the political storm surrounding her discovery. Arya, the station's advanced artificial intelligence, began running complex diplomatic simulation models. Millions of potential interaction scenarios were processed every microsecond, helping researchers understand potential communication strategies. The station's recreational areas became unexpected diplomatic meeting zones. Researchers from different star systems found themselves sharing meals, discussing scientific possibilities, and slowly breaking down cultural barriers. Bay Rin's biological responses continued to fascinate researchers. Her crystalline skin would occasionally shift colors during discussions, a biological indicator of emotional and intellectual processing that scientists were just beginning to understand. Quantum communication arrays transmitted millions of messages per second, Political leaders, scientific researchers, and diplomatic representatives from across the galaxy attempted to understand the implications of this unexpected biological connection. As tensions grew, something remarkable began happening. The very discovery that threatened to divide civilizations was simultaneously creating unprecedented opportunities for communication and understanding. The universe watched, waiting to see how this delicate diplomatic dance would unfold. End of Is. Part 3. The medical bay hummed with an electric silence, holographic displays flickering with impossible biological data. Yoon-hee stared in disbelief as the quantum scanners revealed something that defied every known scientific principle in the universe. Bei Rin was pregnant. Not just pregnant, she was carrying a hybrid embryo that combined human and alien genetic structures in a way no scientific model could have predicted. The cellular structure looked like a living mathematical equation, complex patterns dancing between crystalline and organic formations. "This is impossible," Dr. Park Jin-woo whispered, his augmented reality glasses projecting layer after layer of genetic complexity. The research station's most advanced quantum computers worked overtime, trying to process the unprecedented biological phenomenon. Aria, the station's artificial intelligence, began generating millions of potential scenarios. Holographic projections showed potential genetic developments, each more incredible than the last. The AI's neural network seemed to pulse with a combination of scientific excitement and computational confusion. Bei Rin experienced the pregnancy differently from any known biological process. Her crystalline skin would shift colors in response to cellular changes, deep azure during moments of cellular restructuring, soft silver when the embryo was developing complex neural pathways. The station's medical wing transformed into a high-security research zone. Quantum encrypted force fields surrounded Bei Rin, preventing unauthorized access. Robotic medical assistants, each a marvel of precision engineering, monitored every microscopic change in her biological structure. Diplomatic channels across multiple star systems erupted into chaos. The hybrid pregnancy represented more than a medical miracle. It was a potential bridge between entirely different biological civilizations. Some saw it as a breakthrough, others as an existential threat. Kairos 9, Bei Rin's home planet, responded with a massive energy projection. Their High Council, beings of pure conscious energy, debated the implications. Massive crystalline communication towers projected their collective consciousness, discussing potential genetic preservation protocols. Yoon-hee found herself at the center of an unprecedented scientific and diplomatic storm. Her gentle touch had not just healed an alien, it had created something entirely new. Research teams from across the galaxy requested access to every microscopic detail of her genetic structure. The station's recreational areas became unexpected diplomatic meeting zones. Researchers from different star systems shared meals, discussed possibilities, and slowly broke down cultural barriers. Each conversation felt like a delicate dance of scientific curiosity and cultural understanding. Quantum communication arrays transmitted millions of messages per second. Political leaders, scientific researchers, and diplomatic representatives analyzed every available piece of information. The hybrid embryo became the most studied biological entity in known space. Robotic research assistants worked tirelessly, collecting samples, running simultaneous tests. Their precision was matched only by their seemingly endless capacity for investigation. Each robot represented the pinnacle of technological achievement, capturing details invisible to organic perception. Outside the station's reinforced windows, alien research vessels gathered. Some looked like living mathematical equations, others resembled organic crystals that seemed to breathe with quantum energy. Each waited, watching, hoping to understand the unprecedented biological miracle. Bei Rin's body became a living research project. Her cellular structure demonstrated abilities that challenged everything known about biological reproduction. The embryo seemed to communicate through subtle bioelectromagnetic frequencies, creating connections that transcended traditional understanding. Dr. Park explained the initial findings to a conference of interstellar researchers. Holographic. Projections showed the intricate dance of genetic development, with Yun-Hee's cellular structure acting as a catalyst for something truly extraordinary. "We're witnessing the potential birth of a new form of biological existence," he announced, his voice a mixture of scientific excitement and profound respect. The station's advanced medical systems continued monitoring every microscopic change. Quantum scanners revealed layers of genetic complexity that looked more like living art than biological structure. Each scan produced images that seemed to blur the line between science and something almost magical. As the pregnancy progressed, something became increasingly clear. This was more than just a medical discovery. It was the beginning of a journey that could reshape understanding of life, connection, and the fundamental possibilities of biological interaction. The universe seemed to hold its breath, waiting to see what would emerge from this unexpected transformation. End of Part 4. The birth happened unlike anything recorded in galactic medical history. Soft quantum energy fields surrounded the medical chamber, creating a protective cocoon that pulsed with extraordinary biological frequencies. Bai Rin's crystalline body transformed during delivery, her skin shifting through impossible color spectrums. Deep azure, electric silver, and soft luminescent green. Yun-Hee stood beside her, holding her hand, their connection transcending typical biological boundaries. The newborn emerged, a remarkable fusion of human and alien genetics. Delicate crystalline skin overlaid with soft human-like tissue, eyes, that reflected multiple dimensional perspectives, and a biological structure that seemed to breathe with quantum potential. Researchers from multiple star systems watched through advanced holographic projections. The birth wasn't just a medical event, it was a potential turning point in interstellar biological understanding. Dr. Park Jin-woo's augmented reality glasses captured every microscopic detail. Complex genetic algorithms displayed real-time cellular interactions, revealing a biological marvel that challenged everything known about reproduction and genetic compatibility. ARIA, the station's quantum intelligence, generated millions of potential developmental scenarios. The AI's holographic interface flickered with excitement, processing biological data that seemed to dance between scientific possibility and something almost magical. The newborn, whom Bai Rin and Yun-Hee named Kai, represented more than just a child. Kai was a living bridge between civilizations, a biological testament to the potential of connection and understanding. Robotic medical assistants monitored Kai's development with unprecedented precision. Each assistant was a marvel of engineering, capable of tracking cellular changes at quantum levels. Their sophisticated sensors revealed biological capabilities that defied current scientific understanding. Diplomatic channels across the galaxy erupted with a mixture of excitement and tension. Some civilizations saw Kai as a potential threat, others as a miraculous breakthrough. Quantum communication networks buzzed with discussions, theories, and complex philosophical debates. The research station transformed into a high-security, diplomatic zone. Quantum encrypted force fields surrounded the medical wing, preventing unauthorized access while allowing controlled scientific observation. Advanced surveillance drones from multiple star systems maintained constant monitoring. Bai Rin's home planet, Kairos 9, initially responded with resistance. Their High Council of Energy beings debated the implications of this unprecedented biological fusion. Massive crystalline communication towers projected their collective consciousness, analyzing every available detail. Yun-Hee became more than just a researcher. She was now a symbol of potential interstellar understanding. Her gentle touch, which had initially healed Bai Rin, had now created something that could potentially reshape galactic biological comprehension. Kai's early developmental stages revealed extraordinary capabilities. The child could communicate through subtle bioelectromagnetic frequencies, creating connections that seemed to transcend traditional communication barriers. Quantum scanners showed neural pathways that looked more like living mathematical equations than typical biological structures. The station's recreational areas became unexpected diplomatic meeting zones. Researchers from different star systems gathered, sharing meals, discussing possibilities, and slowly breaking down cultural barriers. Each conversation felt like a delicate dance of scientific curiosity and cultural understanding. Advanced medical research confederations sent diplomatic missions requesting comprehensive data about Kai's unique biological structure. Sophisticated research vessels, looking like living mathematical equations, converged near the research station, each hoping to understand this extraordinary development. Dr. Park organized carefully managed press conferences using advanced holographic projections to explain the scientific discoveries while managing potential cultural misunderstandings. His calm demeanor became a stabilizing factor in the complex diplomatic landscape. As Kai grew, something remarkable became increasingly clear. This wasn't just a child, it was a living symbol of potential interstellar cooperation. The biological fusion represented hope, connection, and the incredible possibilities that emerge when different civilizations truly understand each other. Robotic diplomatic assistants worked overtime, managing the complex communication networks. These sophisticated machines combined artificial intelligence with advanced emotional understanding, helping navigate the delicate interactions surrounding Kai's existence. The universe watched with a collective breath of anticipation. Kai represented more than a medical miracle. The child was a potential key to understanding the deeper connections that could unite different civilizations across the vast, mysterious cosmos. Something extraordinary was unfolding, a story of healing, connection, and the incredible potential hidden within the simplest of human touches. End of Part 5.